Hi, good day. I'm Vida. Welcome to the weekly news roundup. Let's take a look at our top national and business story this week. Transport Minister Sun Chanthol tells tuk-tuk drivers to obtain licenses or face legal action. Interior Minister Saw Kheng expresses concerns about meeting United Nations goal on fatal traffic accident reduction. Naga Corp announces $4 billion Naga 3 project in the former white building site. Commerce Ministry holds meetings on alcohol advertising law with Supreme Consultative Council. Prime Minister Hun Sen launched China roles in the kingdom's economic development. Let us begin with our top national stories. In a bind to cope traffic accident, Transport Minister Sun Chanthol on Tuesday called on unlicensed tuk-tuk and rickshaw drivers to attend road safety training and obtain a license within 3 months. Mr. Chanthol, who is also vice chairman of the National Road Safety Committee, made a call during a meeting on road safety at the Interior Ministry in Phnom Penh. During the meeting, Mr. Chanthol said the Municipal Public Works and Transport Department found that among about 20,000 drivers in Phnom Penh, 98% of them were driving without a license. In order to address the problem, he asked for permission from Interior Minister Saw Kheng to allow Ministry General Department of Public Works to work with the Municipal Public Works and Transport Department to conduct special training. He noted that upon completion of the training, tuk-tuk and rickshaw drivers can acquire a driver's license. He added that the Education Ministry should also help by disseminating information on traffic law through lessons in school and private companies such as garment factories. However, there could be some issues because some tuk-tuk and rickshaw drivers do not have the time to attend the training. Sunberg, a driver for ride-hailing app Pass App, said he is supportive of the idea but will need to allocate time. Mr. Berg said he will register for the training after the upcoming Khmer New Year. Interior Minister Saw Kheng on Monday expressed concern that Cambodia may not be able to meet the UN's goal of halving the number of fatal traffic accidents by the middle of next year. He expressed the concern during a visit to inspect the construction of a swimming pool at Battambang Provincial Stadium. Mr. Kheng, who heads the National Road Safety Committee, said in 2011 the UN set a goal to reduce traffic fatalities by 50% by mid-2020. However, he said that the number of accidents has risen this year when compared to last year. Mr. Kheng said that he was concerned because the government and National Road Safety Committee needs to reduce the number of traffic accidents to meet the target. Kong Ratana, Deputy Director of the Road Safety Institute, agreed with Mr. Kheng. Mr. Ratana said in order to meet the target, Cambodia needs to reduce traffic accident deaths from 3,200 per year in 2010 to 1,600 per year in 2020. He said that more than 1,700 people died in traffic accidents last year, an average of 5 deaths per day, but in the first 3 months of this year, more than 200 people died, bringing the average up to 7 deaths per day. Mr. Ratana noted that there are 3 obstacles to NRSC's goal to meet the target. These are limited enforcement of traffic laws by the authorities, poor road conditions, and people's limited understanding of traffic laws. And on to our top business stories. In an announcement to the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong on 3rd of April 2019, Naga Corp released that it has appointed Morgan Stanley and Credit Suisse as its financial advisors. In addition, Colliers International Hong Kong has also been appointed as its appraisers, who has estimated an investment sum of up to $4 billion to build a massive integrated resort complex in Phnom Penh called Naga 3. It consists of 266 levels and 355 levels high-rises with expected 4,720 hotel rooms over 5 hotels. It is an example of reinvestment commitment in the economy of Cambodia. When Naga 3 is complete, it will boot a whopping 544,000 square meters of built-up area. Naga co-founder Chen Lep Quang said in the soft opening of Naga 2 in November 2017 that the company is committed to Cambodia and has great confidence in the continued political and economic growth of the country. The Ministry of Commerce on Thursday had a meeting with the Supreme Consultative Council to discuss a sub-decree to regulate advertising for alcoholic products. The goal of the sub-degree would be to minimize the negative effects on society of advertising alcoholic drinks, particularly when it comes to fraudulent advertising. Commerce Ministry spokesman Siang Thai said the meeting focused on the negative impact alcohol ads can have on Cambodia society and sought to decide on whether such a sub-degree is needed. Mr. Thai said Cambodia currently does not have regulation on the issue yet. He said the current system in place to regulate the advertisement of alcoholic beverages is not effective, as Cambodia continues to abuse alcohol, which often leads to violence. Mr. Thai noted that the Supreme Consultative Council agreed that issuing a sub-degree before drafting a law on the subject was a good move. On to our final business story. Prime Minister Hun Sen on Tuesday reiterated his commitment to the One China policy and stressed the role China plays in the economic development of the kingdom. Speaking during a dinner organized by the Cambodian Chinese Association, Mr. Hun Sen said the current approach to Sino-Cambodian relations dates back to the reign of King Norodom Sihanouk. He said that last year 1.7 million Chinese holidaymakers visited the kingdom, noting that they are an important source of revenue for the country. The premier also said the Cambodian market is open to China products and said the government will continue its work to facilitate Chinese investment. According to government data from January to June last year, Chinese investment was worth $5 billion, making China the biggest investor in the kingdom. Chinese investors are involved in almost every economic sector, from energy to infrastructures and from tourism to real estate and finance. Trade between Cambodia and China reached $5.6 billion last year, a 12% increase from 2017's $5 billion. Bong Kyo-sai, president of the association, said Chinese and Cambodian Chinese investors plays a big role in the social and economic development of the country. Mr. Kyo-sai said this year the association will boost trade between the two countries. This is all for this week. Join us again for another episode of the Weekly News Roundup. I'm Vida. Happy Khmer New Year!